earth was underwater during the Great Flood, Sky Woman was about to give birth. Thinking that Sky Woman had no place where she might give birth and a home for her offspring, the animals asked the giant turtle to bear the mother-to-be on his back and give her some rest. The giant turtle rose to the surface. When the giant turtle was afloat, the animals invited Spirit Woman to come down and rest a while. As she settled down on the turtle's back, Sky Woman was asked for a small morsel of soil. All the great swimmers and divers dove down into the water, but they all failed to recover even a smidgen of earth. Then the last and the least of the animals came offered to try. The muskrat. The muskrat dove in and went deep into the water. He was gone so long that all the other animals feared he had drowned. Just when they had lost all hope, the muskrat surfaced with a very small bit of soil. He gave this to Sky Woman. Sky Woman breathed life into the soil and it grew, spreading over the turtle's back and beyond. It became a small island, then a large island, and then it continued to grow to a continent that many North American Indians refer to as the land of the Great Turtle, or Turtle Island. There on the land, Sky Woman gave birth to a little boy and a girl. The animals brought seeds, berries, fruit, and nectars for Sky Woman and her children. Later, they gave the flesh of their own for food, fur as clothing, and their bones as tools for the children of Sky Woman to use. They became the first man and woman of Turtle Island. The birds, the animals, the insects, and the fish have since offered themselves to our people and have saved human beings from drowning and kept them from starvation ever since. Manitopyes family, honored guests, and all those who have traveled far, my name is Elise McLeod, and I served on the board of Awadon and was graced by the presence of all of Manitopyes, who I considered a great and dear friend. Olive's gifts, as you talk to everybody who knew her at Awadon,
was unconditional love.
I think that's the trickster, because
Olive was always
told us that she was the trickster and she always played tricks on us. She was our grandmother, our cuckoo, and to some of us, we called her mother.
time was
on when Olive was around. She gave comfort and feeling that you had a sacred relationship with her. The feeling that you could not have had with anyone else, just something special between the two of you. She loved the kitchen. She loved spending time with everyone as they worked. She would tell stories. Stories of her life and stories of the reserve. Stories of how when she came to Calgary with her children and her husband, they had no money to provide a home for themselves, so they camped out in a place in Dover and set up a tent until they had money to secure lodgings. Olive would often tell Josie, Josie isn't here today, but she said to send her love. She would often come into Awadon and say to Josie, this place needs prayer. You need to get a prayer going right now. You need to smudge. You need to do that now. And so she'd have us all staring around and making sure that we prayed in every room of Awadon. She was an elder, a board member, volunteer. She taught free at the University of Calgary. She was a cultural advocate and a very maternal figure for all of us. On Olive's 70th birthday, she told us that now that she was 70, she would like to change her name to Olivia. She said that she always wanted to be called Olivia. So after that, we all called her Olivia. I went to Awadon and I looked through the The other thing that was there was another blue binder of all of her teachings with some of her scribblings on the side and some of her notes that she wrote. And I also put that together for the family to keep as a keepsake. Olive was very, very special to all of us. And we know her now between the group at Alwadon, the ones that were close to her in that area. We called her Olivia. So that book is, the book that we put together is called Our Olivia. It's been a great honor to be here today in remembrance of Olivia, our Olive Manitopyes. Thank you very much. I hope you can hear most of this conversation. I know it's tough, but thank you again. Hey. I was told to show that was on the posters album, and this is a copy of the book that all of us have done for the children's stories. And this is the book that she wrote, that was the teachings that she gave to all of the staff that she often taught us with. So we put Our Olivia on it, and on the back is a little piece where she has her signature on the binder. And we included that. Thank you. Because I am Métis, and all really encouraged me to share my portion of being Métis with the community. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to ask Elder Laurent to come forward and really share the words of wisdom with us.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marian Laurent, and I'm honored to be here today and celebrate this feast and giveaway for all of Manitopyes. She's a great friend of mine, and she's the one who taught me how to be an elder. I used to have to follow her around. We had a lot of fun, and although she's gone, her work carries on. I just like to say I'm very grateful to be here and walking in her footsteps. She opened the door for a lot of us and helped us. She always talked to us and joked with us, and she made learning the tradition fun. We talked about changes, making changes, and I see the changes coming about, and I wish she was here to enjoy them. We asked for changes for our young people, for our old people, and I know it's hard to change. But if we do it one day at a time, we won't have to wait 7 generations for change. Make good choices now. I pray for each and every one of you to have goodness in your heart, kindness, respect for each other. That was the advice I was given from the late Olive Manitopyes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to turn over to Alfred here, Olivia, if you would.
Thank you, Alvin. Thank you, Carrie. When I first came to Calgary, Olive, and she welcomed me with open arms, and she became one of my teachers, and I really learned a lot from her, and all the things that she represents in the community. I really miss her a lot. When she was leaving this world, she called me and said if she wanted to ask me a favor, and asked if I could come and be an elder for Awatan. And I didn't know that that would be the last time I talked to her. And I say, miigwech, Olive, for all the things that you have done for the community, my family, and my friends. Miigwech.
We've got about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then we're going to be starting the round dance. Is there anybody else who would like to have the floor at this time? Say a few words. Okay, I'd like to thank, okay, I'm going to have an actual Jeremy here who's going to be saying a few words. Jeremy is a well-known rock singer. I just want to welcome everybody for coming out. Thank you, everybody. Whoa. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And, yeah, it's really good to see everybody come out. I've seen a lot of people before with my company. So it's good to see all your faces, and it's a good day, it's a special day. I just want to say thank you on behalf of my family, and especially my beautiful mother over here. Have a good night, everybody, have fun. Smile, laugh.